Okay, and I guess I'm also keen to talk to you about push hands. Maybe I came across you sort of on the internet, maybe posting sort of competitive push hands footage. Maybe often people reply with, "Oh, this is using Lee and not Chi or Jin." I guess I'm curious to get your take on what do you say to new students about what push hands is, why you're practicing push hands. I guess what is your philosophy on what qualities are you aiming to cultivate when you're pushing hands? Because I guess a lot of people are a little bit critical of the competitive push hands. It looks quite physical and intense, maybe, and maybe they feel this is not what good Tai Chi should look like. Could you maybe talk about your philosophy on push hands and what is push hands? Why do we practice it? What are we seeking to cultivate?
Okay. Okay.
Right, lots of questions. It's quite a big question there. Many questions in one.
Yeah. Let me try to take them in a bit of a reverse order.
Yeah.
First, let me say that on most social media platforms, the person who posts content has the privilege of allowing a comment or deleting it, or selectively deleting them as they may choose to do in order to cultivate whatever public image they prefer to create. My own preference has been to just leave all the comments, and that means leaving negative comments as well. And people who watch this should know that other people who call themselves Tai Chi masters are simply deleting the negative comments. I can state this for absolute fact because I've seen the comments disappear. If you see anybody sweating, you might be inclined to say, well, that can't be it. It's supposed to be relaxing, and relaxing is meant to be the opposite of strain or intensity. All right, so that's one outlook on Tai Chi. And if we have that outlook, then we can ask, why is anybody doing push hands or doing it at some high level of intensity? But the thing is, of course, that's not Tai Chi. That's not Tai Chi at all. And when we try to compare that definition of Tai Chi with the storied achievements of Tai Chi over the last 150 years, there's just no match at all. You do one, it doesn't get you any closer at all to the other. So now we have to grapple with the actual definition of Tai Chi, which is, it is a type of Kung Fu. And Kung Fu doesn't mean violence, it doesn't mean fighting. Kung Fu means a set of skills. So Tai Chi is the cultivation of a set of skills. And practicing the Tai Chi form is one way in which you do that. And practicing push hands is another way in which you do that. So people who contemplate the question should have the answer already. Why would a Tai Chi practitioner train in push hands? Because push hands is Tai Chi.